We've been focusing on the environment on Daytime because Earth Day is April 22nd next week. It's a day we reflect on how we treat the planet. And if you're even thinking about going green, and you might be already on the right track, joining me this morning with some easy tips on taking the next step to protect the Earth little by little is environmental author Bob Lillienfeld. Bob, it's nice to have you here.
It's great to be here.
And you have some great ideas, but my first question to you is, as we talk about Earth Day, which really is celebrating, I don't know, it's been around for a long time, and we kind of forget to recognize it every once in a while, but is going green and environmentally friendly more than a trend now?
Yes, and the reason it is because big companies are starting to get involved. And when big companies get involved, somebody's thinking, hey, this is bigger than a trend, we got to do something.
And they jump on board too with more ideas and more helpful ways for other people like us to recycle all those things a little more easily. Right.
So the first thing I brought all the way down on your end is how do we reduce food waste? And Americans throw away up to half of the food that we produce in this country. It's enormous. So let's say you're making breakfast. The three things I brought here all tie into breakfast. The first in the back is that big plastic milk jug, which is not only recyclable, but now because it's square, it's easier for companies to ship, so they save money, and it also keeps your milk fresher, so you throw less away. The second thing is the cereal. Why buy cereal in a bag in a box? We can just buy it in the bag. And more it's coming in these plastic bags. And then speaking of plastic bags, finally are those organic apples. Because of that packaging, those apples will last for 2 weeks, and all that's in there is the part your kids will eat. So there's no waste, and the stuff that we would normally waste is actually used for animal food.
These are great ideas, and in a way you wonder, why did it take us so long to think of these things?
Right, exactly.
Wow, that's cool. That's very cool.
So that's food. The next thing is water. And what I brought here is a water softener, and this is Tim over here, who I take with me. Tim is my water softener.
Named him.
But this is a Kenmore water softener, and what water softeners do is by taking all the minerals out of your water, they make your washing machine and all your other appliances, your hot water heater, run better, run more efficiently. You save energy, you save water, and you help the environment. So,
and is it expensive to do it at home like this by yourself? Do you save money in that way too?
Well, at home, I'm not sure. Well, the way you save money is the hidden cost of not having to have all of your appliances replaced or repaired.
True. Yeah, very true.
So that's the value of that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so now in terms of solid waste, Post-its have been around for a while, and the company that makes them, 3M, has really done a cool thing with these. These are their new greener notes. So they've always been recyclable. Now they're made from 100% recycled paper, and they have an innovative adhesive plant-based gum that makes them stick just as well as the old ones did.
That's cool, because we all use these things, and then you think, yeah, you kind of waste if you just put it up and then you don't do anything with it.
Exactly.
So these are all recyclable materials that they've used to remake them.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Correct.
That's great.
The other thing we do is we use a lot of batteries.
We do.
And why throw away batteries, hundreds of batteries a year, when you can buy rechargeables? And the new rechargeables now last longer. These are from Rayovac. They're their newest batteries. Not only do they last longer than other NIMH, and I don't know what that stands for.
but it sounds really good.
But they don't have that memory effect where you used to have to worry, oh, do I have to wait for this thing to discharge?
I was just thinking of that. Not only, it's very convenient. You always have the battery there.
Charge them anytime you want. And the other thing is, if you leave them in a drawer for 6 months, they'll hold 80% of their charge.
Wow. Okay. And this last one is just amazing to me. You showed me that before we started.
This is the most fun thing. Electronics, we love electronics. We throw away 100 million phones every year. And what I brought here is the most beat up iPhone you've ever seen.
It's a mess.
It's totally broken, but it's worth $60.
Now see, I didn't know that.
Most people don't. They'll throw it away.
Sure.
But because that phone can be either refurbished or recycled and reused for parts, there's a website you can go to that's iphonesintocash.com, and they will send you an envelope or a mailing form. You drop your phone in there, you send them the phone, and they'll send you the money.
Wow, Bob. This is so exciting because they're things that we can really use. And I want folks to know that that website and others are going to be on our website so that they can find them, especially if they've got an old phone laying around. Somebody really wants it and they'll pay you money for it.
That's exactly right.
Great tips. Thank you, Bob. Nice to have you here.
Well, thank you, and happy Earth Day, Gail.
Thank you. You too.